Come on. So there's some ponies right back here that Molly is very interested in, and off in the distance back there I can hear the call of peacocks. Oh, they're coming up. I want to talk to Molly too. There they are. They followed us all the way across their field. They're pretty, huh? You see them, Molly? What are those? Those are big dogs, huh? Yeah, those are great big dogs. Little ponies. Those are called pony dogs. Pony dogs. Aren't they pretty? They're pretty. I know. They just want to hang out. Look at them. No barking. Come on now. Come on, let's go. Come on. I know you want to talk to the ponies. Those are ponies. They're not dogs. They don't want to play. So it's very, very windy. Just so you know. And cold. It's windy and cold, and I don't like it. All day long, you can see the mountain behind me. I crossed over that mountain. All day so far, the last couple hours, I've been walking downhill. So yay. It's supposedly downhill all the way to the next town. And they said it goes back up. But that's fine. I'm good with walking downhill for a while. Good morning. There was a lot of really pretty views and pictures opportunities, which I took a bunch of pictures, but I wasn't able to go live until I got out here in the clearing. Good morning. So I may have been a little premature in my decision to send all of my pants home. I'm wearing shorts now and it's cold, but my legs aren't too bad. Strange, yesterday before it was hotter, now it's frickin' cold. I'd say it's in the low 50s. But the sun's coming out now, so hopefully it'll warm me up. Saw a lot of horses coming down the mountain. I took a bunch of pictures. I'll post those tonight, or this afternoon anyway. There's been a couple lodging opportunities, but I wanted to get in the 10 miles, 10 or 11 miles today, but they were really neat looking little campsites. There's mountains in front of me, so I know I'm not done with them. But I'll take the downhill for today. North Carolina weather for you. So I wanted to start going live at the top of the mountain. There's a sign up there that said the Eastern Continental Divide, and it had an altitude. It was right at the peak of the mountain when I was up there at the top. There wasn't much of a view because of the trees, but I still wanted to start going live there, just the descent, but I wasn't able to. That was about an hour and a half ago, I guess, so about 3 miles. I did get pictures of the sign. It had the altitude, I think, was something like 2,880 feet. I know that's not a lot, but it was a good practice hill. Hey Jay, nice to see you watching, man. Give them hell out there in Afghanistan. Woo! Like I said, it's windy. Come on, Molly, gotta get my hat. Yeah, I'm trying to stay safe. Oh, Jay, yeah, you stay safe too. Sorry, it's hard to read and walk at the same time. So, I figured out how to quell the boredom a little bit of walking out here by myself. Started listening to books on audiobooks. I used to say books on tape, but they're not on tape anymore, are they? So the past 3 days I listened and finished A Princess of Mars, the John Carter books. Come on. And today I'm about halfway through with the Gods of Mars. Good girl. It's they're good stories, man, for having been written 100 years ago. They're really good stories. I like Edgar Rice Burroughs' explanation of how their technology works and stuff in the books. It's transcendent, I guess would be the word. Still holds up today. So my plan is to listen to every John Carter of Mars book as I walk across. I've only got like 5 more to go, I think, after this one. And then I'll start on something else, maybe some Jules Verne. I downloaded an app that lets me listen to most books for free. So that's cool. It's just as good as audiblebooks.com or whatever. All the books in this one are in the public domain. So it's kind of cool because the description of the terrain and other events and stuff that happen on Mars, and then what I see while I'm walking around kind of blend in my head while I'm listening. It makes for a good imaginative story, I guess. Come on, cars. Thank you. mountains behind me. Those are the mountains I climbed. Right over the top. I really wish that I had not gone ahead and tried to find a way up to the top of Chimney Rock. It was last night I was Googling pictures from up there, and it would have been spectacular. But you know, I didn't really want to break the rules of the park by walking. You're not supposed to walk into the park. You have to drive. So I didn't want to break those rules. I didn't want to get in trouble or anything, so I didn't attempt it. I think if I'm confronted with a similar situation, I'm going to say fuck it and just go. Because, I mean, that might have been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I just passed up. Cloud Farm. Language, whatever. Slight hill to climb down. I was down for a while. It's supposed to rain again this afternoon, right at about quitting time. I just hope I get to somewhere with shelter before it happens. A lot of land up here for sale. I see for sale signs all the time. So I foresee this place growing rapidly in the near future. Yeah. Yeah, I love the mountains. I wasn't crazy about walking up them, but now that I've decided to take this route, I'm glad I did. Never be cold without the wind, I don't think. Well, that's not true. There was some hot-ass wind in Iraq, that's for sure. Like a blow dryer. What does it say? I bet I figured there would be less traffic, so, but guess not. No, from what I understand, this route that I took has a lot less traffic than 64 going down to Hendersonville. 64 going down to Hendersonville, they're allowed to have 18-wheelers on that road. This one, 18-wheelers aren't allowed on here. So, I don't care if a car goes by me every second. It's those big trucks that make me nervous. Gorgeous scenery around here. So you can see it. Look at that out there. Stupid wind. Just gorgeous all the way around. All right, I will do that. I am walking from Virginia Beach to Long Beach, California for Veteran Suicide Awareness and Combat PTSD, since the two go hand in hand. I was going to walk anyway. I've been planning for about 2 years. And heard of 22 veterans committing suicide every day, and when I looked into it a little more, I found out that that is about 10 times the amount of soldiers, Marine soldiers, sailors, whatever, service members that die in combat every day. So in 2012, roughly 1,700 people died in combat, which means 17,000 veterans back home committed suicide. And I was always trained, no man left behind, you are your brother's keeper. I had to do something to help. There's a billboard. That's the view I missed out on. That's Chimney Rock. I could have stood right there next to that flag. But I'm going to see a lot of other really incredible sights. I'm not going to cry over that one. So that led me to using the 22 as my cause. If this inspires somebody to choose life or it inspires somebody that has political or financial means to make some kind of changes to help people get the care they need, then the whole trip is worth it. Every blister, every annoyance that Molly inflicts upon myself. Isn't that right, Molly Ollie? Yeah, isn't that right? She's like, whatever, I'm walking too. Morning, Brookie. So there was a liar back there. The liar told me it was downhill all the way to the next town. I'm now climbing again. He was a liar. We don't like liars, do we, Molly? I guess when you're in a car, this probably didn't seem like much of a climb. Whew. I've noticed the majority of the population out here is elderly. At least the ones driving past me today. They're all got those big friendly smiles, waving at me. Oh, yeah. Getting to the top of this hill. And something in my eye. I'm gonna have to check my miles here pretty soon. It feels like I've walked quite a few. That was nice and close. So, my pocket knife that I've been using, it was had a serrated blade toward the back. It wasn't that great. It was like a $10 Walmart knife or something. It was really giving me problems cutting rope and it duct tape basically anything I needed to cut. So while I was in Batcave, they had a knife store there with really reasonably priced knives. So I picked up, I think it's called a Damacy bladed knife. Check that out. Can you see the pattern in the blade? It's a nice little knife. And let me tell you, it's as sharp as Satan's horns, I'll give you that. I cut right through a piece of rope I needed to cut at the camp like it was nothing. I don't even dare rub my finger across the blade. It's nice. Well, it looks like I might be entering into a town. There's no signs. My next stop, Fairview, I believe is the name of the town. I think Aunt Marie found me a spot just outside of Fairview. Sign that just says art. No, not a town. Just a building. I don't think it's Fairmont, I think it's Fairview, but you might be right. I have to check my GPS in a little bit. I think I have a place to stay. I pretty much wing it all the time, so yeah, Fairview, that's what I thought. In fact, I'm in Fairview, it looks like. First sign says Fairview 66. So I'll have to get off this live here real quick and check and see where that spot's at. There's a church here too. Maybe the church will let me camp. Fairview 66. Oh, it's a store. I have to stop. Opportunity for some yummies. I got rid of... Whoa! My big truck. I got rid of one of my saddlebags because I realized by itself it probably weighed 10 pounds. They might not be open. Alright, well, I'll go live again a little bit later. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.